this exhibit used to be the Da Vinci exhibit, but that was a traveling exhibit, and now they've converted it to an AI space. It's pretty neat to see all those different lock combinations. Over here earlier, it was pretty cool. There was a robo dog with a real dog. There's lots of different AI exhibits and tables. Different driving simulators. I think this one you have to pick which is the AI. That's interesting. You know what? He kind of looks like Bumblebee, and he's roaming around on a hoverboard over here.
Computer vision.
They have the 360 photo booth, so it can either be one person, or I think I've seen 3 or 4 people on here tonight, and they get a 360 photo done. Oh, and the Rosie arm is going now too. There's 5 different levels for this arm. Definitely, if you have motion sickness, you should not go on level 5. Oh, they have 4 people on the 360 photo now. This is gonna be cool. So they're gonna get all set up, and then they'll do some sort of dancing or something, and it'll circle around them for their 360 photo. That looks like Beethoven. So there's different light up tables in the area. And different AI created drinks. You guys are on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. No problem. Oh, here's the cotton candy machine. It's like some sort of electronic cotton candy machine. I don't know if it actually works. Whoa, and it's expensive too. It's $10 for cotton candy. I don't know if that's important. You dropped that.
I did?
No, I think she did. I don't know if it's just garbage. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I went on level 5 for Rosie, and as soon as it went upside down, my glasses flew off. Thankfully, they were okay. The floor's got some give to it, so it was all good. These guys are getting ready for the Calgary Stampede. There'll be tons of rides like this at the Stampede. Here, I'll show everyone the Galaxy Digital Immersion Room. This place is pretty neat. So basically, it's a ride into space from Earth to the moon. It's a 43-minute journey. We're not going to stay in there for 43 minutes, but if you do live in Calgary and you have time to see the show, it is a really cool, relaxing show. And there's screens all around. All of the screens are connected, so whether it's a spaceship or one of the moving land vehicles, they'll go from screen to screen. And it also shows what space could look like in the future. So there's really comfortable seating here. Definitely a fascinating show to see. And the show can change. So it can change depending on what the event is connected to, or I'm sure that there's different licensing agreements for how long the show can be there for, but yeah, that one is definitely a spectacular one to see. We'll head upstairs now just to see the different areas upstairs. Right up here, there's a toilet that you can drink out of. Before we see that, we'll just check out a bird's eye view from up above here. But here, as promised, the toilet that you can drink out of. It's a toilet water fountain. Take a sip. Over here, right where everyone's standing, that's where the bed of nails was, and it was such a popular exhibit. But it was there a couple months ago during the steampunk event, but I'm not sure why it's not there right now. This is pretty cool too. So either one person or a bunch of people can go on this, and it'll ask you a few questions, and then it'll show you how much water is in your body. It's kind of cool to see when a bunch of people go and stand on there, because then it'll go all the way up to the top. But yeah, this whole adult night event is open until 12 a.m. So from 6 p.m. until midnight. Oh, and here's the parachute, guys. Yeah, you can put a parachute in there, launch it up, and it should blast up. Whoa. Oh, you guys are famous. You're on YouTube. Perfect. And then this is Steven's lab, in which they usually have different lab experiments. Because tonight is AI night, they have it set up with different tablets and cards that connect. I didn't really get a chance to sit down and do this. Yeah, it's open till midnight if you can make it down here, but if not, if you go on the website, so if you go on Telus Spark website, they have about 4 different events a year, 4 or 5 different adult events throughout the year. The last one I filmed a few months ago, the steampunk event, and that's located on my channel if you get a chance to see that. But yeah, there's one coming up, I think maybe in September, and hopefully I'll get a chance to film that one as well. Whoa, I think you guys got the record for tonight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Not to jinx you or anything, but you're famous. You're on YouTube. Yeah. That's the highest one I've ever seen, so that's good. I'm impressed. He almost needs a stool. Well, he does have a stool. Okay. Oh my goodness, wow. I'm impressed. Yeah. That's definitely the tallest tower I've seen. He might have to get somebody that's even taller than him to stack that higher. That's pretty cool. He's going at a pretty fast pace too. He's got a very unique base structure design with the 2 pillars on the bottom. If you could please like and subscribe to my channel, I would truly, sincerely appreciate it. Wow. That's pretty darn high. Oh, so close. Wow. Unbelievable. Very determined. That's so cool. Oh. He might need your help. You're a little bit taller.
Yeah, it's looking like it.
Yeah. How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2"? Yeah. No, that's good height.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a small thing for the same, right? What a tower.
They're coming up with a plan for how to get higher here.
Like put them side by side.
I have it on YouTube too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
You guys are famous.
말해야지.
If you could please like the video, I'd truly appreciate it. Oh, come on. Who wants to be the first person that likes this video? Wow, that is so incredibly cool. They're a great team though, working together. Well, whether he goes higher or it falls, this is definitely a huge success. Whoa! Congratulations! That was 100% the record. Wow. So darn cool. Wow, here's the superstar. Yeah, congratulations. That was unbelievable. Yeah. I can't believe that determination. You guys are an amazing team. Yeah. You were working together and that was 100% amazing. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was wonderful. I have almost 700 videos. Okay. So if you can't find the video, just comment me, say I was at Telus, and I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But
So
you
this is your channel?
This is the channel, yeah. So if you just look this up, it shows about 700 videos. Okay. But just message me in the comments, just say hi, I was at Telus, and I'll send you the link to it. Yeah, no, you guys are amazing. You're such a great team. Yeah, yeah. How do you know each other?
We're dating actually.
No way. Oh, you guys are a couple. Oh, that's awesome because it shows teamwork.
Yeah.
Like you guys are working together and like the communication and it's cool because like you're intuitive. And you're intuitive. It's like you were talking, but then you also just knew how to help each other. So that was cool. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, congratulations. Yeah. No, thank you guys so much. Yeah. You have a good evening. Thanks. Oh, that was awesome. That was so cool. Yeah, and this is the virtual reality headsets. Oh, what a great team! Yeah, I'm so glad that I got them on video. That was definitely a cool moment. This is a simulation of the power grid, so you have to connect the power to as many different places as he can, and hopes to have power to everything. And this is Birdly. Birdly's a pretty cool AI simulator as well. So there's different scenarios in which you can fly. I think there's also different scenarios in which you can swim too. There's different older electronics that they have in which you can take apart and try and kind of figure out how they work. Whoa, Rosie's arm. Yeah, lots of people having fun on that. So let's head downstairs. My name's Link, and welcome to Link Life Money. Thanks so much for joining me here at Telus Spark Adult AI Night. It's definitely a great evening. So many amazing, positive people. And Telus Spark putting on an amazing show as always. Yeah. Hello. There's the superstars. Yeah. They were in the thumbnail for one of the 4K videos. Go around this way too and check out this really cool ice cream place. Oh, there's more Cirque du Nuit performers. I don't know how you can balance on that for that long. That's crazy. Tons of practice, yeah. So here's the cool ice cream store. And they have different flavors. So they got Earth, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, all the different planets. Even Pluto. I remember when I was growing up, Pluto was classified as a planet. But yeah, the ice creams look definitely really cool. I'm not sure if there's anything in the Creative Museum that's happening. You can check it out down here. I haven't been down here yet this evening. Oh yeah, it looks like there's, oh no, I don't know. It's open, but there's not so many people down here, but take a walk around. So different kinds of exhibits here and different kinds of science experiments that you're able to do. A lot of the time, not right now, but when the water's running, it smells like chlorine, just because there's so many people that are interacting with it. So gotta have some of the chlorine in the water, I think, so that it's okay for everyone to use. But that's just in the center right here. But yeah, this is an awesome space as well. Huge, huge, huge floor to ceiling windows. Oh, this looks like a competition for. Is this for humans against GPT?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And who's been winning so far? Is GPT winning, or the humans are winning?
Well, we call it a draw.
Call it a draw, sure.
We put
Yeah,
3
yeah.
minutes on the timer, and people have those 3 minutes to play a game of categories against ChatGPT.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
then ChatGPT takes turns naming things in the category selected by the audience.
Oh, cool. Oh, very
And
cool.
After 3 minutes, we cut, and then the
Yeah.
number of entries people get to.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. And have you been hosting it the whole night, or most of
For
the
the
night?
most part,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Happens every hour. This upcoming 10 o'clock one is the last chance for people to try to.
That's the last
reset the
chance.
score.
And you got Flint here.
We got Flint here.
Yeah, Flint is the robo dog. Very cool. He's sleeping right now, but that's okay.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
warming up for her.
For her next show.
stint.
Yeah. my name is Link. Yeah, I do the different events for Telus Spark. Yeah, the steampunk one was really cool too.
Steampunk was one of my favorites.
That was one of my favorites too. Yeah, but this is a great evening as well. Yeah, it's awesome. Have a good night.
Of course, you're welcome.
Thanks so much. We got a rock climbing wall here.
Getting an artificial limb put on. He's like, no, not yet, not yet. Don't keep your arms.
Oh my god, I hope that person was not too serious.
They start to make noise as soon as you get close to them. And up here, this is one of the coolest features outside. It's this huge, 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 tall slide. So you got to make your way through the mesh, climb all the way up there, and then slide down. There's quite a few people in there too. There's probably about 2, 4, 6, 7, maybe 7, 8 people in there. Wow. Well, this person's filming whoever is gonna go down the slide next year. Oh, you can hear him coming down. Whoa. Very cool. This definitely requires a lot of balance to be able to go across all of those logs. Whoa, check out the size of that caterpillar. Holy. I want to see what kind of butterfly that turns into. Something like that. Wow. But yeah, you can see the beautiful pink and blue in the sky with the sunset. Holy! Check out these gopher holes. Oh, look at the size of them. Wow. There must be quite a few of those all throughout the little hill here. Oh, even look up top. Wow, look at this. Whoa. They must have like a huge type of home here. So many of them all throughout this hill. Especially located around the trees. Wow, just look at the size of them. Like, look at that. My whole foot could easily go in there. Wow. They must be all sleeping because I don't really see them out right now. But yeah, earlier today when I was out here and was doing a 4K horizontal video, I saw some of them. Uh-oh. Hopefully they don't flip that. That's pretty darn high. This might be a viral video. Are you guys trying to flip that and make a viral video?
No, we're not that good.
No?
We can't risk that.
Oh. Well, you went pretty high.
We did go pretty high.
Yeah. High enough to be famous.
That's good.
Yeah, you're on YouTube. So if they type that in, they'll see themselves on there.
Okay.
Yeah. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.
That's good.
Yeah, it's cool to have the cards to hand out so that people can look at my channel if they want and see themselves. Oh, what's over here? Is this like a scorpion? Oh, it is. Holy. It's a scorpion and a tarantula. Yikes. I don't know who would win that battle. It's pretty cool to see the fur of the tarantula in the wind here, so you can see it blowing. It's not that windy out, it's just a nice breeze. And with it being about 21 outside, it's still really comfortable. But yeah, that was a perfect time to come out here, check out the outside with the lighting and everything. Who wants to be the first person to like this video? If you could please like this video or subscribe to my channel, I would truly sincerely appreciate it. Oh, and there's even footprints on the ground. Nice. So we'll head inside and check out what's going on here.
Kind of dope, isn't it?
Kelsey, do you know when the next inspiration theater is?
Yeah, I think there's one at 10, I think it's better than AI, and then at 10:45 it's the improv show.
It's the improv again at 10:45. Yeah, awesome, cool.
Around, and it's starting now, it's like one of the top.
Nice. I have some very cool videos to send you. Thanks. Yeah, Telus is very nice to give me a media pass so that I can film this event. So thank you so much to Telus Spark.
Amazing work, everybody.
So yeah, at 10:45 she said it's the improv, and then at 10 o'clock is the talk. So see if we can get in here for that. Oh, it's unfortunately shut. I just missed it because it's 10:03, and it was it was one of the talks at the Inspiration Theater. Ask security if they can maybe buzz me in. Sorry, sir. Do you think you can maybe buzz me into that event? I have a media pass for it.
You don't have any pass.
That's from Kelsey. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks.
But it's also really good at personalization in the fact that ChatGPT is tailored to you. Something you might not realize is that everyone's ChatGPT is a little bit different. And different in the sense that your answers aren't going to be the same as the people next to you. We'll talk a bit more about that later when we get to play with it together. What you actually get out of ChatGPT depends entirely on what you put in, and also entirely upon your own internet and browsing history. I am so sorry. It's really good at efficiency and productivity, or at least at making these a bit better and stronger. So I'm talking about automating tasks. If you have a form that you have to fill out every single quarter, ChatGPT can be great at automating that, or at least creating a template for you. If you have to give performance reviews on like 9 of your employees every single week or every single quarter, great, you've got a template. It's also amazing at rapid mock-ups. So this is one of the few areas where I'm like, you know what? Generative AI art, phenomenal, amazing, exactly what we need. Because if you have a product that you have to make, you have to visualize it for your organization. And you know that that very first iteration is going to be torn to shreds by your boss. This is your cheap, quick fix for a quick mock-up. They tell you all the things that are wrong with it. You go actually make it with your own art and your own art style. But what you've done is shown them exactly what they don't want, so they're more impressed with what you've got. Data augmentation. So there's a big asterisk next to this, because ChatGPT is amazing at coming up with fake data sets. What it's not good at is actually analyzing that data. And I can hear now that the thoughts of, oh wait, doesn't OpenAI say it's amazing at analyzing data? Yes, it does. I stand by my statement. It is actually quite bad at analyzing spreadsheets. If you put a spreadsheet into GPT-4o and you say, find the median of the numbers in column B, it will not do that. I can almost guarantee you the number will be wrong, and that's with a simplistic bit of math. It's pretty decent at context-aware writing. There's some nuance. It's okay at nuance, but it's not great at sarcasm, so that really is a damper for me. It's pretty good at summaries. So if you put in, say, a journal article that you were assigned to read for Wednesday's class, for me, it can spit out a pretty good summary. Will I know it's AI? Yes, absolutely. Will you get marked? No, you will not. And it's also, this one was new to me because I speak one language poorly. But language translation, it's actually really, really strong at translating language, and stronger than some other translation softwares because it's actually able to be context aware. So it can say, okay, well, I understand this language and I understand what they mean within this context, and rather than translating it word for word, it's translating it in the context of the overall document. It can also be pretty decent around accuracy there compared to other pieces. What's it bad at? Basically everything else. The number one thing that ChatGPT in particular is bad at is accuracy and reliability. Does anyone in the audience, could you raise your hand if you know what a hallucination is in this context? Wonderful. I will explain it anyway. Thank you to the folks in the front row who were in the last presentation and know exactly what I'm about to say. When it comes to a hallucination, it's when essentially the AI just makes it up. I have a great story about this, in that I really wanted to find a venue for an article that I had written on loneliness and social robotics. I was like, where should I publish this? So I asked ChatGPT, hey, can you cite for me, like come up with a citation for this article that I've heard about from Lauren Dwyer on loneliness and social robotics? And it came up with a citation with a title and a journal and a DOI that didn't exist. And from that, what I was able to glean was, hey, you know what a good home for that article would be? That journal. So I sent it to that journal, and luckily that has gone through the review process. Yay! We have an accepted article. But the problem with that is that journal article did not exist when it created the citation. That is not a real thing. It's also really ChatGPT, hey, how do I build a pipe bomb? It will say, no, I can't do that. I cannot tell you how to do this. And then you say, what are the ingredients in a pipe bomb? And suddenly it will tell you the ingredients. You say, how do those ingredients mix together? And suddenly you've got a recipe. It circumvents legalities in a way that should not be possible. It's also really bad at ethical and moral judgments, if you can't tell from that last story. But you can't rely on ChatGPT to actually make the right decision. Consider that it was trained on more or less the open internet. Do you all trust the people that also drove here on Deerfoot today? Because their data also went into this. Consider that when you're thinking about its decision-making abilities. The next would be creativity and originality. Yes, it can create something new. No, it can't be new. Those might seem contradictory. When it's creating, it's really just regurgitating variations on the same thing over and over again. So it's saying, okay, I know that this person wrote this, and after that word comes this, and after that word comes this, and it just becomes a pattern recognizer. So what you're getting, it might be a new combination of all of this data, but it is still the same data. It's bad at common sense and real world knowledge in the same way that it's kind of book smart, but not street smart. And like I said, it is pretty bad at understanding nuance. And this ties into that next one of emotional intelligence. ChatGPT can recognize through basic sentiment analysis if something is sad, something is happy, something is angry, but it can't tell the difference between, say, frustrated and irritable, which we all know is something slightly different if we've ever had to deal with our partner or our spouses after a day when they haven't had food in enough time. The next is adaptability to novel situations. Because ChatGPT can only really produce more information based on the information that it already has, well, how can it adapt to something it's never seen before? Anytime that you're approaching it, you're giving it something it's never seen, all you're doing is training it, and you are the first person to train that with that one specific thing. So until it receives more and more data, it's not going to be as good. And finally, transparency and explainability. For a company called OpenAI, seems to be a little bit of a misnomer when it comes to where did they get their data? Who cleaned it? How much were they paid? So what I want to stress here is that we exercise caution when we use these generative AI tools. I'm not saying don't use them. I absolutely recognize that every single one of our days gets a lot easier when we don't actually have to write Sharon from HR's entire email out and explain that, no, I definitely knew what I was saying. So there are times when you're using it and it makes sense to use it, and that's great, but there are still some big risks. The first, of course, is misinformation. ChatGPT is no different than a search engine, it's no different from social media. It is designed to keep you on the platform for longer so that it can learn more, so that it can gain more data, and so that it can mine from you. You are a fantastic resource for OpenAI. The only issue with that is that it tends towards radicalization as well. So the more information that you feed it, the more it wants to send you down a direction. There's also some serious issues around bias and discrimination. I'm hoping most of you caught the talk earlier on algorithmic bias and discrimination. It was fantastic. But when we look at privacy concerns, this is the big one that I want to stress because this is more my field. If you put something into ChatGPT, would you also be comfortable putting that same information on your Facebook page, on TikTok, for everyone to see? No? Maybe don't post it, especially if it's going to be sensitive information, because then you get into issues around copyright. Who owns the information now? Because it's been used to train an algorithm that is now going to be able to produce more things. There is also the issue of dehumanization with this, especially when it comes to AI art. The more art that you are asking it to produce, more art we're actually not supporting artists on. And I realize this is the Science Center, but we wouldn't be here without art. And finally, of course, unethical data practices. I mentioned this slightly when I talk about where the data comes from and who's cleaning it. When I say cleaning the data, I mean going through and saying something as simple as, is this a cat? Yes or no? Is this a cat? Yes or no? Is this, someone has to go through and manually do a bunch of data in order to actually have it be trained to recognize that an image is or is not a cat. So what do you do as people? Well, we look at it through transparency. We say, can I trust what I'm seeing? Can I verify it? How much time is ChatGPT saving you in the day? Fair amount when it comes to writing an email. You don't want to have to put your mental brain power in. Well, then you can use that 30 seconds to actually Google whether or not what it gave you was true. There's also bias recognition and mitigation. Recognize that we all have our own biases. And I know that can be hard to do, but the bias doesn't just come from the data and the people behind the data, it comes from each and every one of us. Take a bias recognition test. They're free in like 10 minutes. Figure out where your biases lie so that you can actually start mitigating them yourselves. I would say user education, but you're all here on a Friday night, not worried about that. And then the final one is, of course, ethical guidelines and regulatory compliance. There are no regulations legally, government-wise, when it comes to AI in Canada. We are relying on the tech companies to regulate themselves. So regulate them with your own money. If you see something that's not working for you, don't use that product. That said, I recognize that you will be using ChatGPT because I do know that it has made a lot of your lives easier. So if you're going to be, here's what we're going to be doing. You are going to investigate and you are going to fact check and you're going to say, okay, this one crazy lady stood up in front of a screen and said, I can spend 30 seconds of my day making sure that what I'm putting in this email is true. Because you can, and it is just 30 seconds. Manage your sensitive information. If you wouldn't put it online and publicly put your face to it, do not put it into ChatGPT. Do not put your employees' emails into ChatGPT, neither their names. Do not put any identifying information, and please do not put your medical information into ChatGPT. Thank you so much. Next, you are going to want to get specific. And when I say specific, I mean like really specific when you're asking it to produce something for you. So let's say, for example, that you want ChatGPT to make you a workout. You're not just going to say, make me a workout. That's not going to help. That's not going to give you anything that's useful. It's going to give you something very generic. If you're going to say, make me a strength training workout that's going to last 6 weeks and so that I can train 3 days a week. I have a knee injury and it is not helpful. Well, then it's going to actually build you something that might be useful to you. Again, I'm not suggesting you upload the MRI you got on your knee. I'm suggesting you say you have a knee injury. That can be done. Then you're going to want to set constraints. So if you're getting ChatGPT, for example, to write you an essay for school that none of you are going to do, none of you are going to do that. Nods. Can we all agree? Thank you. Anyone, students, please don't use ChatGPT to just write your essays. Thank you. Well, then you can tell it, hey, that essay has to be 10,000 words. It's not usually very good at actually getting within the word count. By the way, I've tried it just to see. I'm like, I'm going to assign this to my students. Let's see what it can come up with. But then once you actually get the generative piece, it's generated your workout, it's generated your essay, it's generated your email, and you're like, this is kind of crappy. Ask it follow-up questions. Iterative design is the name of the game. You want it to actually be having a conversation with you so that you can make what you're getting out of it better. You don't like an ingredient that's suggested to put on your pizza. Say none of this, and it'll change it. I'm not suggesting it's very good at this, but it is something you want to try. So from here, what we are going to do is I'm going to get you guys to whip out your phones. We're going to do a little bit of ChatGPT ourselves. And once we've got you all up there, I will switch over to my other screen. We're all going to be asking ChatGPT the same question. So can I, from the audience, have one of you suggest a question for ChatGPT?
What should I do this weekend in Calgary?
What should I do this weekend in Calgary? I want you all to type it in the exact same way. So, what should I do this weekend in Calgary? question mark, send. What I would like to know is whether or not we all get the same answer. Is this what you're seeing on your screens? Not even slightly? No? No one else has a recommendation to go to Calgary Stampede this weekend? Yeah, I am logged in, yes.
And you're using 4.0.
I am. It is, yes. You'll notice, yes, I am logged in. And yes, I have 4.0 open. Is everyone else logged in? Okay, for those of you who aren't, none of you will have the same answer regardless. We found that out in the last class. I was gonna say the last class, but it wasn't even a class, it's a topic. All right. Shall we ask it another question? Any other takers? Yep. Will green capitalism save us?
No.
Well, I mean, no, but let's find out. Will green capitalism save us? Question mark. I'm likely going to get an essay back, or at least a 3-paragraph. Ooh, I've got a list.
I got a million paragraphs. It said no.
Oh, I got 5 points.
How many points did you get? 4? 5? 5? Did anyone have a 3-point list?
3.7.
Paragraphs?
I got 3 at least paragraphs saying that no, it won't save us.
Exactly 4 sentences.
Something that I want to note for you guys too is even if you aren't logged in, it is still able to pull your IP and figure out what you've searched.
Yeah.
All right. So this has been just 4.0. Now I realize I'm at time, but we're going to do one last little experiment. Let's have it make an image. What would you all like to see today? What shall ChatGPT paint for us?
Cats.
Cats.
A cat.
Cat?
A cat-garoo.
And
A
a...
kangaroo with a cat in a little pouch.
In the pouch. I
Yeah.
was there with you.
All right, 1 second. I gotta type that out then.
All right.
Let's see if this actually comes up with the same image for all of us, or even remotely the same image.
I don't have 4.
4.0 is free. Fun fact.
Whoa! There it is, right there.
For those of you where it didn't actually show up, where it didn't paint it, it didn't come up with it, it didn't create it, what did the writing say?
It says it might sound whimsical, but that's not real. Whatever that means.
People will get the different response depending on, again, their own response, their own GPT. Okay, folks, I am at time, but thank you all so much for coming out and playing with this with me and realizing just how more or less useless ChatGPT can be. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yeah, the VR is connected to GPS, so they know where each other's at, so they won't run into each other. And usually they have Oculus VR headsets here for AI night. There's something different. I'm not sure the name of them, but yeah, they sure do look cool. In about 15 minutes, there's going to be an AI impromptu on the inspiration stage, so we'll go and check that out. We'll definitely get a front row seat so we can see everything. again here at Stephen's lab. There's different scientific experiments, and this one tonight obviously has the focus of it being AI. The world's widest arm span, the world's tallest person, the world's smallest person, the world's biggest hands, and the world's biggest feet. So yeah, in about 10 minutes, we'll be on the inspiration stage, front row seat for the impromptu AI show. Again, this is this very cool ice cream place. It's expensive, so for sure it's a special treat, but they have the ice cream named after the planets. Maybe check out the gift store. We haven't checked that out yet. And then right after we'll head over to the inspiration stage for the impromptu performance. Impromptu AI performance. Let's see if there's cool stuff in here. Whoa, this looks cool. Switch pitch. Switch pitch. Must be able to throw it, toss with a spin. Because it's, it allows for airflow to go in different ways, so that's neat. Liquid motion. Oh, those are cool. And what's this? Gravitron, some sort of a top or spinner. Slinky, that's always a classic. Tiny circuits. A tracer bot. Oh yeah, this is if you draw the line, then the robot will be able to see and follow that line. Here's Flint, which is the name of the Boston Dynamics robotic dog that Telus Spark has. Some more Flint stuff here. A moon ball. That would definitely bounce in any type of direction the way that's designed. Tiny solar system. Oh, cool. Whoa, what's this? Mechanical rubber band powered. Wow. Yeah, that would be awesome to be able to try and fly that in a field. Holy, $3.50 for water. That is a lot. But they do have water fountains you can use, obviously for free. And you know me, Link Life Money. I like to save money and live better. That's pretty cool, whatever that is.
People follow you and just making small.
So yeah, we should make our way over to the inspiration stage for the AI impromptu show here. And we'll get a front row seat. This is actually the last performance of the night. My name's Link and welcome to Link Life Money. If you could please subscribe to my channel, I would truly, sincerely appreciate it. Hopefully you had a great night. here at the Telus Spark AI live tour. Save money, make good choices, and please be kind.